Good morning, little chef. Today is finally the day. We're getting guests on board. There's a lot to prepare for, so I made the crew a hearty breakfast before we got to work. I cooked up some fried eggs, made some sausage gravy, and toasted some bagels. Every morning, the crew goes for a walk. And this morning, they took a little longer than normal. They came back with a wonderful surprise to make the guest experience amazing. We have a crew that pays a lot of attention to the details, and those small details make this top-notch.
Pretty good, huh?
Pretty dang good. Oh, and some yellow flowers too. These look like giant honeysuckles.
Maybe.
I don't think they are. Good job, gang.
Got Gina
Flower
a job
pickers.
to do.
Gina does great arrangements.
Early morning heist.
I headed back into the galley to water my herbs, and I also went through my produce and packaged them in the best possible way to extend their shelf life. So I took lettuce out of the bag and put it in a Ziploc baggie with a paper towel underneath to catch all of the moisture. This is going to prevent the lettuce from wilting as fast. I saw that my cantaloupe was ripe, so I cut that up and put it in the fridge, and I'll serve it tomorrow for breakfast. The more I can prep ahead of time and still keep the integrity of the food, the better. So I cut up some cabbage that I'll then be making into coleslaw, and I got some Ziploc baggies that I'll marinate my steaks in. I'll usually start my dinner prep right after lunch. That way, when they tell me what time they want to eat, I just have to cook it up quickly and it'll be ready to go. Working as a chef on a yacht, you always have to be on your toes and be ready to cook something up when your guests are hungry. And you never know when that could be, so I always have backup snacks in the refrigerator to pull at a moment's notice. I've worked for this family for the past 3 years, so I'm getting pretty good at reading the room and knowing exactly when they're getting hungry. This makes it a lot easier to do my job.
What you making?
Bacon wrapped scallops for a little appetizer, steak with mushroom peppercorn sauce, mashed potatoes, and instead of Brussels sprout salad, I'm doing roasted Brussels sprouts.
Roasted Brussels sprouts. Give me roasted Brussels.
Are you bored?
Do you think we need to go back to the store tomorrow for anything?
No.
You're good.
We're good. Totally good. So somehow I forgot to bring a peeler on board, so we're peeling everything by hand. It was a great chance for me to work on my knife skills. But let me tell you right now, I will not be forgetting this item again. It was a pain to peel 2 pounds of parsnips and 5 pounds of apples. I'm using parsnips in my mashed potatoes. It just adds a little pepperiness to it. It's wonderful. And the apples are going to be used in an apple cobbler that I'm going to be making for dessert. I am not a baker, so I like to keep my desserts super simple.
Abby,
What?
where's the cameras?
It's right here. They're recording. What's up?
You better go upstairs and record.
What's going
I got
on?
great news.
What is the great news?
You'll see.
Gina made a flower arrangement?
Oh my god, there's a bunch of them.
They're so beautiful.
You better go film.
Okay, I'm gonna go film. Need to stop
You might
cutting
want to
them.
go live. Just
What is-
joking. I'm just joking.
Is it the flowers that I'm going to see?
They're beautiful.
Okay, I need to go up and see. Those look beautiful. Good job, Gina.
Last for one day.
I know. Gorgeous.
Where
Wow.
did Gina get the flowers?
Where'd you get them?
From the side of the road.
Mark?
Brian. He heisted them from people's yards.
Why would blame Brian?
After checking out the beautiful flower arrangements, I got back into the galley and started on my apple cobbler. Threw in some brown sugar, cinnamon, and cornstarch, which is going to help it thicken up. Remember how I said I hate baking? The reason behind that is that I don't like to measure. But look at me now, measuring with extreme precision. Yeah, that's totally a joke, and maybe that's why my desserts turn out not so great. But hey, Brian came into the kitchen and he said it smells amazing in here, so I'll take that for a win. Hopefully, it tastes just as good as it smells. If not, I've got ice cream for backup. We finally have guests coming in, so the tables are set, and Gina made some flower arrangements today. All of the covers are off of the couch. The galley is nice and clean. I'm baking some apple cobbler right now. Here's Sir Thurston. Thurston! Good boy. Good boy. We're waiting for our guests to arrive. They should be here soon. Table out back is Thurston's tap lick in my ear. Table out back is also set. This table's set with gorgeous flower arrangements made by Gina.
Hello, chefs.
There's Brian. The crew worked really hard today making this place look incredible for the guests. And we're excited to have them on board so we can do what we do best, which is serve. While we waited, I played with Thurston for a bit, and he's a very intelligent dog. Closer. Good boy. I changed into my dinner uniform, and we saw the guests entering the marina on their boat. They had a long day of traveling. They left Miami super early in the morning and got into Georgetown, Great Exuma, Bahamas around 6 p.m. So I am sure they're ready to relax and eat good food. As soon as they got on board, I welcomed them with a mint gin gimlet. So yes, I am not only the chef on board, I also do all of the bartending, which I think goes hand in hand with cooking. They're both very creative. To go along with the drink, I made some bacon wrapped scallops. While the guests are enjoying cocktail hour, I'll get everything prepared for dinner. That way there'll be a seamless transition into the meal and they're not just waiting around hungry. We eat with our eyes, so I make sure that everything that comes out of the galley looks gorgeous. And if it's not up to my standards, I don't serve it. I'll just go to plan B. I like to keep simple food because I think people enjoy simple food. So for my Brussels sprouts, I'm roasting them with salt, pepper, and olive oil. Every dish needs a sauce, so tonight's sauce is going to be a truffle Dijon cream sauce. I'll add in butter, heavy cream, truffle salt, Dijon mustard, and salt and pepper. I'll let that reduce until it reaches desired consistency and it's good to go. I'll saute some mushrooms up in some olive oil, salt, and pepper, and then get started on my steaks. I'm trying to get a nice, good hard sear on them. For my parsnip mashed potatoes, I add in butter, cream, salt, and pepper, and mash those up. I'll finish my steaks by basting them with some butter and pull them off the heat to rest. After about 5 to 10 minutes of resting, I'll slice them up. All of the guests requested a medium rare cook on their steak, so that was really easy on me. All of my components are ready to go, so let's start plating up. The plating process is usually pretty quick. I'm trying to get the food out so it's still hot when it gets to the table. While the guests are working on dinner, I'll be in the galley working on plating up desserts. And after cleaning up all of the dishes from dinner, I'll sit down and make myself a plate. If you're enjoying this channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, little chef.